everyone. Welcome to my Advent calendar opening. So this year I have 6 Advent calendars to choose six Jigsaw Advent calendars to choose from. And I haven't decided which one will I start with. So maybe in a few minutes, about 5 minutes, if people log on, I'll let people give their opinions. So there's 6 to choose from. This one's a wooden one from Dkrypt. It's called Meowy Catmas. This one's a 12-day of Winterlights from Galison. It's a 24 days from Gibsons. This is the Piecerelax Gingerbread Man themed one. They do a lot of plastic puzzles. I have no idea what will be in this calendar. This one's the Wasgij. 54 pieces each one. Each one is a surprise, if you know the Wasgij style. And this one is a China-made one from Amazon that I picked up just to try. So there's a bunch of different ones that I have to choose from. I'll do them all, but the order in which I will do them, you can influence. So if you drop a comment, feel free to let me know which you want to see first. Otherwise, I will randomly pick. But it's still a few minutes before 12, so I will wait till then. Also, let me know in the comments if you are doing any Christmas Jigsaw Advent calendars this year too, or just regular Advents. I don't normally do this many, but it seems that the number of Jigsaw Advents keep increasing every year. There's so many out there that I had to pick and choose which to do this year. There are a bunch more I've listed. I listed them on a previous post. I'll add them into the description of this live stream later if you're interested. But it is December 1st, so it might be, if you don't mind starting a calendar with that, a bunch more you can pick up. But these are the ones I've selected for this year. I did a pin 2 last year, well, Piecerelax this year, and I really enjoyed that one. Ooh, Meowy Christmas is your first choice CDSD mom. That's probably a small one, so okay, I'll start with that one. Unless someone else says. Yeah, it's I'm excited for that one. That one is a limited edition from Dkrypt, so she only made like 25 of them, I think. I'm quite excited. I think they're acrylic printed. Wasgij, that's a new one this year. I don't think they've done one before. They also, the same company, Jumbo, has a JVH one. Don't normally do JVH puzzles. They're very cartoony, very challenging for me because I don't do a lot of busy puzzles. It will be hard to zoom in any further, but I will try and bring the individual puzzles closer. So this one's the Wasgij. Let's see. Here's a pin 2 Piecerelax Gingerbread one. The camera I have I don't have a lot of control over it. This is the China-made one. This one's Gibsons from the UK. They've been doing Advent calendars for many years now, and they're always almond shaped, a lot of fun. Let's see. This one's a Galison. It's a 12-day one, so I'll probably do them on alternate days. And it's Meowy Catmas. They're all in individual little gauze bags. And they're numbered, so I'll be able to find them. So let's see. Another 30 seconds. And I'll also have to find space to keep all of these assembled for the next month because I don't want to disassemble them until I finish all of them and take a picture together. So good thing I got some boards ready. Let's see. All right. Well, I guess it's noon. I guess it's time to get started. All right, let's make some space. We'll start with Meowy Catmas since that was a request for that. This glare is hard to see. All right, no, just leave for that. And here's bag number 1. And it's really cute. All right, so the bag is closed with this cute little candy-shaped tie. I'll bring the camera so you can see. Let's see. So, and then the strings of the bag are wound around it to seal it. And you can see the pieces are acrylic. It's hard to see with the glare. Let's try to figure out how to open this. So the bag strings are wound around the tie. Okay. There's about 20 pieces or so. And there's a whimsy of I think it's a cat, but it's kind of like a snowman with a tail. Yeah. Sorry, this is an experiment. So we have that. And the other pieces are just random shaped pieces. So it looks like there's a cat in one of them. Maybe tomorrow I will have to find a way to bring this camera closer in. But I will start with building this cat and see what comes of it. So it's very random shapes. This orange thing here, you probably can't see very closely. This is a cat. Super cute. Dkrypt, well, as the name of the shop implies, she has 3 cats. Her signature piece is a cat shape, and she often does cat themed puzzles. Okay, so that cat was easy, and everything else is blue snow. All right, so the puzzle being acrylic, one side you can see the picture painted, and the other side is smooth. So I think I'll flip all the pieces over that way first, at least, then I can rely on shape of it while I'm assembling. So this is, the shape of these pieces are very classic. You can make these swirly bulb shapes, and I'm a big fan of the puzzles. She used to make these mirrored acrylic ones, which is what I first started getting from her, but she's transitioned mostly to wood, and this printed acrylic is a new product for her, at least for the ones I've done. Okay, so I'm not sure what this finished one will look like, how close it will be to the actual shape. What is this book? You know what? Oh, it's wrong. Let's just flip over. Yes. Now the cat is done. Alright, so there's a little bit of a black edge up there, maybe it's a shadow of some kind. Let's see. Random cut. Not my strength, but I like doing these puzzles just as not as speed puzzles. So oh, I'm having trouble. Okay, see? And a little shape like this. That's right. Yeah, okay. And like this plastic feel is actually very nice. They're very solid, and there's the colors are very bright. Oh, interesting. Oh, maybe that's where the little cat with the tail goes. And it goes in there. Yes. There. I should have started this on a board. I'm going to set the show to you. We're about a few minutes. A few pieces left. I see already. You can see there's a hook shape up here and hook shape down here that I think might be used to connect this chunk to the next day's puzzles. Just very cool. I want to see how it all fits together. This one here. So yeah, all this part is just mostly white snow, perhaps. Hard to tell from this size. So there's two more books. Let's see if I can transfer this sort of into a tray so I can bring it up so that you can see. Although now it's on white background. Yes, the pieces are very tiny, but the shapes are fairly unique, so you can still make them out. Let's see. So there you have it. How pretty it is! It's really cute. This custom art that Meowy Catmas commissioned for this puzzle, and it's acrylic, so you can see the top part is clear, the pictures below it, and super brilliant. So yeah, that's super cute. Number one. All right. Next. Okay. How about Gibsons? All right. This one I've done for multiple years in a row, so I kind of know what to expect. Except this year they did something different, where I think every day is the art is from a different artist, which is kind of cool. So you get a whole, like a buffet of artwork. I checked out the side of the box and I recognized some of the artwork. Again, this being a UK brand, some of the artists usually I've seen them on UK puzzle imports. Like when preparing for the World Jigsaw Puzzle Championship, we imported a lot of Ravensburgers from the UK. But we pretty much did all the US ones. I recognize some of the artwork. So this outside sleeve, if you look at the inside, there's a preview of each day's puzzle in case you can't figure it out. So that's a handy thing. I usually keep that, but I usually do not refer to it unless it gets stuck. But at this piece count, that's not usually a problem. So we have all the windows on one side. These are the higher numbers. So the lower numbers will be on this side. Let's see, number one is here. All right, let's pop it open. Let's see what we got. And no baggie. Let's move this off. Down here. All right, so these pieces are really nice and sturdy. The back is a purple backing. Maybe have each day's one have a different color, so you can tell them apart at the end when you're putting it away. Why am I flipping over the back side? I was trying to show you the purple backing. You can see what it's like. And the pieces are very sturdy, like traditional pieces. They're not like a micro puzzle puzzle. These are full-size pieces for Gibsons. Although this is going to be a shaped puzzle because I can really tell these are like funky shapes like that and that. In fact, I bring those two together. All right, so it looks like a little bit of a sky, and I think that goes with this. And I still don't know what I'm building yet, but that's okay. It looks like a birdhouse, and maybe this part's like snow on the ground. I see some roots. Yeah, maybe tomorrow definitely I will arrange for the camera to be a bit closer, and you can see this as it gets built. So I'm building from the bottom up, so I don't really know what I'm getting. This looks like a bit of car wheel. This is something. Let's see what else we got. Let's finish making another piece of ground. So there's a person there holding a bag, a sack of some kind. Seems like this is going to be a busy Christmas scene of some kind. Oh, my nail polish is actually deep blue. I know blues and purples don't show up so well on camera, but thank you. That's what. Yeah, I do like the blue nail polish I have. Although, if I was going to be seasonal, I probably should put on something red or green. All right, so this part, I think I'm building a postman. This is a very traditional kind of image, one of those where it's showing maybe a village scene, with an illustration of people, Norman Rockwell style, except this is a British one. Maybe it's Stephen Crisp. I don't know. I'll have to look at the box to see who it is. I hope they have the information. So I don't. Oh, I have a suspicion I know what shape this is building. It looks like it's going to be a present. This is the box below, and I think this is part of the bowl on top. Given that I've done these puzzles in previous years, it looks like they are using the die. Of course, with completely new images. So that's the bowl right there. And that's the. I think so far what I see is mailman with a bunch of sex and children meeting him, maybe to get gifts from the mail. There's a post box there. There's a truck of some kind. Let's finish everything, then I can describe it. There. So yes, it's a sidewalk with. All right. Oh. Let's see. Focus on something. Okay, it actually lifts reasonably well. Not perfectly, but I will lift it up and bring it to the camera so you can see it. So you can see it's a very traditional illustration of the children and the postman, postbox, street scene. See? It's very present. And it has a hole on the top because some points during the month, when you open up the day, it will be ribbon and glue, and it allows you to glue all the puzzles and turn them into ornaments, which I don't do because my tree has way too many ornaments already, and to put like 24 more ornaments on it will be a little much. The little dot is what came out of the hole that was punched for you to tie the ribbon in right there. So if you glue this and then string the ribbon through, it becomes an ornament. So yeah, I think they say that on the box, but yeah, I think that's a cute idea, especially if you want to just make a jigsaw tree. That's one way to do it. All right, so okay, I'm excited for Piecerelax. Let's open that one. Okay, so let's use that. So Piecerelax is a branch of the company Pintu, which is one of my favorite brands. They do a lot of plastic puzzles. And last year they had all kinds of stuff in the advent calendar. There was like luggage tags, little blow up balls, little canvases that you could display, magnets. So this one, I think they say that each day the door, when you pop it up, can also be turned into an ornament because it's a little cardboard hole. All right, so day one. Let's see that. This is good. 2. That's kind of how it is. Okay, the day one. Find gingerbread service. So first, open here to find the string, then start your holiday adventure. So yes, this is the pre-box. I think it's stuff that will help you enjoy the rest of the calendar. So there's a whole bunch of different accessories in here that go with the different things that you'll be making. There's like a base for something, a wooden base, plastic base, part of a round one, there's silver string, there's edge pieces for canvases, all sorts of goodies. So that's not part of the actual calendar, but it's the bonus accessories. So that's really cool. And let's open up day one. How do I do this without damaging the door, since it looks like you're supposed to turn it into an ornament? So we slowly press around it. Oh, CDSD Mom, that's a great idea. Ornaments for puzzle party. Everybody could pick an ornament to do. Yes, I've never thought of that. But yeah, I mean, it's the holiday season. A lot of people are having parties. That's a good way for everybody to have something that they can participate in. Because right there, it's all spread out. It's such such a clever idea. So this one says, write a letter to Santa and send your wishes off with a sprinkle of magic. 48 pieces. Scan to reveal full image and assembly instructions. So on the back of it, there's a little card with some instructions, which I guess it probably has a puzzle image, which I don't think we need. Let's see what we got, unless it's something complicated. All right. These look fairly traditional. They're not curved. They're just plastic pieces. Let's put it there and see what we got. On the back side appears to be a pattern, just a line pattern, so but it's not pure white, so at least you know it's the back. Oh wait, this one has something else. Looks like a bit of a reindeer. Is this a two-sided image? This will be interesting. Let's flip them over and build the shiny side and leave that side down. Then after I put it together, you can see what we have on the other side. It's going to be a surprise. You can kind of tell because one side is like smoother and one side is more matte. So I'm flipping them all over to show the smooth side and keep the matte side down. And let's see, this top part seems to have some kind of words. Let's start there. What does it say? So the thing about Hindu puzzles is that because they're plastic, they fit like really well. So you can see, once I put it together, it doesn't even come apart anymore. So it stays. So some Hindu puzzles, you can after you put it together, you can just stick it on a wall, right, without needing any glue or anything. And they're really pretty because printed on plastic means the colors come out really brilliant. So let's work this the traditional way and do the border, just to make things easy. I know you don't want to be here for like 2 hours, or maybe either. All right. This looks like the face of a teddy bear. So that's just what we got here. And these pieces go in really satisfying to clip because of the plastic. So the top part appears to be a glowing scene, and the bottom part appears to be some blue. It's very bright colors. Oh, I think maybe there's a Christmas tree in there. Let's look there. And there's some wavy lines here. It looks like it's a postcard. What do you call this? What do you call the thing when we stamp a piece of mail? When the word's escaping me now. Postmark. Postmark, is that it? Alright, that looks like a bit of a Santa hat. Who's wearing the Santa hat? It's not there. It's somebody else's Santa. Another bit of Santa hat here. Let's see. So this is about the tree. This one, okay. Yeah. I'm checking out the live stream. Looks like it's kind of hard to see the images I'm building because it's so far away. Well, today I wanted you all to be able to see the whole array of all the calendars. So yes, I'll bring it closer tomorrow. Looks like that's the Gingerbread Man. The theme of this year's puzzle was supposed to be gingerbread something. Maybe I should have read the story before we jumped right into the puzzle. But it's hard to resist. There's a puzzle waiting to be done. And so I'm doing this edge. And a little bit more blue stuff here. This is green. So something's wearing a small Santa outfit over here. And there's something I meant the Gingerbread Man. Maybe say sweet. So okay, looks like he's standing in front of a shop window. The words I actually put together says souvenir SHO, so souvenir shop presumably. Tintu is a brand that's based in Taiwan, so presumably they have different names for things. So even though we don't have shops here in the US labeled souvenir shop. Kind of get the idea. So this part is moved together nicely. Oh, I'll show it to you before I tell you about it. Something really cute down here. Okay. So that's two. Almost done. So this is a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So 48 piece puzzle. Didn't take too long to put together. It's really sturdy. Okay, I'll pick it up for you. There you can see. There's a little gingerbread puppy next to the gingerbread man. Left and right. Confuse me. Here you go. And there's a big stamp in the corner. So I think it's a postcard. And on the back, as a whole, you can actually use it as a postcard to mail. I really would not mail it by itself. I'll probably put this in an envelope. But look how sturdy it put together, stays together. You can have your very own postcard to send to somebody. This side's like super smooth, and this side's matte, so you can actually write on it with your pen. So yes, that's nice. Okay, so I've done 3 so far. We still have the Wasgij, the Galison, and the no-name brand one. You know what? Let's get this one out of the way. This no-name brand one. See, the ones we've been doing so far, a couple of them are part of these 2 were individual images. This one is part of a bigger puzzle. This one also, most cardboard advent jigsaws are individual. This one, I believe, is part of a bigger one. So it's probably this image broken up into 24 days. And so I'm going to get 1 corner day, which is going to be like, mostly a purple sky with a bit of tree, or maybe the other side, which is kind of not quite as fun as getting a whole image to finish. Oh, it has a gigantic poster in it. Okay, I guess it's the same as what's on the cover. Yeah, I've never done one of these before, so interesting. It was not as expensive as I was it. Here's the number, and here's 24 little boxes. Let's put it in one. Let's see what we got. I don't think we need that. Poster. Alright. Okay, so the back is labeled with all the number 1s. I am normally not a fan of those because that usually means the cut is going to be very unvaried, and you cannot actually see they're all 2 ins, 2 outs, and with no real shape variation. Even not a handmade die. It's just this regular pattern, cookie cutter out, and the pieces are. I was right; they were all purple. Some darker than others, some lighter. Not exactly an inspiring picture. I will not be getting one of these again. I already know this part is not going to be great, but you know what? We should finish it just to see it through. I wonder how bad this art is in false fits. I'll find out. Oh my gosh. Am I just lucky as this? Every piece fits with every other piece. This is... Yes, I normally avoid brands like this, but I felt it behooved me to try it at least once. Okay, can I do this without too much pain? Every piece fits with everything else. How do you know something is right? How do I keep my individual advents separate until complete all days? I have some foam boards that I purchased on the craft store. I'll show you. Just like this. I will put them on the board and move it to the side. Other days, previous years, I've used smaller, just cardboard or my sorting trays, because I would have 1 or 2 advents. This year is definitely more than I normally purchase. But as I said, the market is just exploding, and there's so many cute new ones. So it's really hard to just say no, basically. All right, I think I'm going to use the poster just because this. So I think this is a top right. I totally guessed. All right. K turns. Thank you for doing this. My pleasure. I mean, I do all these puzzles and I have a good time doing them, and so thank you for watching. It's fun to be able to share this. My family isn't as big a fan of puzzles as I am, so somebody else wants to watch it with me. That's awesome. You guys are keeping me company. All right, so I guess on the bright side, you can flip this over and check the numbers when you're done to see whether it was assembled correctly. Although with a properly cut and designed jigsaw, you really shouldn't have to. That's my biggest beef with puzzles that come with the numbers on the back, is because they take the lazy way out and they just come out with a completely cookie cutter cut, which is, unless the image is really special, it's not a lot of fun to build a puzzle like that. This is a little bit of gradient in the sky. Here. Like, seriously, every piece just goes in every spot, so you have to look at the image. Okay, that goes there. It's a different kind of puzzle, I guess. As long as it's affordable. As long as you know what you're getting. Meeting expectations is important. There's a blue here. I'm trying to go by the sky. This is supposed to be like. This there. No, you really can't tell whether the piece is in the right place or not. That's the thing that annoys me about this. I feel like I've randomly shoved pieces in with the net. Let's try. So this is probably this whole section here. A little bit of the roof. And this down the fiddle. Maybe like that. And then this big chunk of snow. And like that. Let's move the chunk over. Oh, that goes. Oh. No, I might just take this out of the rotation for tomorrow. Not finish it. See how far it goes. So this one should be over here. This one is here. And the darker blue at the top. And the theory, since all the pieces go everywhere, I could just shove them all in and call it a day, and it will be done. And we could just leave this somebody else. No, but I want to check this out already. Alright. I sort of made it. I don't want to truth. Where's my sorting tray? Let's check the back. Oh god, can I make it like this? It looks like. Let's see. Second tray. You can flip it over. And there's one piece that's upside down, but I mean everything else looks fairly correct. But as you can see the image, it's mostly purple, just the corner of the picture, not very exciting. If this is your only puzzle, I mean, okay. But compared to the other kind of puzzles you could be doing, so much more fun. So that's that. Okay. Okay. So we're down to the Wasgij and Winterlights. I think I'll do the Winterlights first, because I'm not quite sure how the Wasgij will go, because there's a puzzle involved, there's an extra puzzle involved with the Wasgij that might take more time. So this Winterlights is from Galison, US made, should be fairly easy to, actually no, designed in the USA and printed in New York, in London, and China. Oh, okay. So, okay, sorry. That's my outer sleeve. Alright. Let's see how this is actually supposed to look. Slice that. And slice this little plastic tabs. Okay, so it's just a protective outer sleeve. And it comes with a poster inside with 12 images on it, so you can find the one that you have. In my experience, because I did this with Yvonne and I had purchased a similar Galison puzzle before, and then we've followed the days. So I do them over Zoom back in the days of lockdown. We have found that sometimes the doors don't always match up. Like we'll both open door number 4 and we have different puzzles. So the pictures here are not labeled by numbers. So that could be why. But we'll start with door number 1. Let's see what we got. It's a lot of pieces. These are, I think, 80 pieces, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, 80-piece puzzles. It's substantial. Alright. Here. So the pieces aren't huge, and they're the regular greyback. So, but the colors look good, and it's very Christmassy looking. It's just like a regular jigsaw, except a bit smaller, and 80 pieces. I can see sidewalk. I see a lot of Christmas lights. I see doors. Looks like maybe a sidewalk scene of a house. The piece is actually really thick, considering the size of these pieces. So I think they should stick together really well and probably pick up quite well. So now let's spread these out. Alright, let's start with the bottom yellow, which is I think the sidewalk. So some feet here, a door, a green door, a tree. And missing the corners in it. And okay, yeah. It's okay. There's a post box in the corner. And the bottom edge. These look like the green door just on the right edge. So let's put it together. And some green door maybe. Top edge. Looks like there's a roof on the door and there's Christmas lights. Let's put the bright blue together. That's the post box. And then this wall is a nice tan color, so it's really easy to find. Let's pick it up. I prefer having individual boxes versus punch-up openings. Actually, individual boxes would be nice because then I don't like destroying the case that everything comes in. Like a brand like Eurographics, for example, or New York Puzzle Company, those use individual drawers or boxes, and those are really, they work so well for putting things back together if you want to lend it to a friend the next year. Unfortunately, all the ones you've seen today are punch-out windows, but ultimately it's the quality of the inside puzzle that makes me choose to go with the punch-out windows, but not because of the way of the packaging. So yeah, if they would do it in individual boxes, I think that would be ideal. So, like previously, what I would do after I don't like keeping a box with like 12 windows and stuff, so I just put the puzzles all in individual little ziplocs, labeled ziplocs 1 through 24, and then put them in a different box. But this year, for the first time, I tried giving them away, and people were saying that makes sense. So that's what it is. And maybe this year I want the original boxes, even though they're 12. So I finished the red door as well. What brands have you done that use the individual boxes? As I said, I've seen Eurographics and yeah, and the other China-made ones does it too. Right, it seems to be there's a black door somewhere. Are any of you also doing Jigsaw Advents? Which ones do you have? This is quite a little bit here. There's something pink here. Oh, it's a person wearing pink. It's another pink thing. Okay, this one. This is it's a little cat in the window. Okay, so it's like a 2-story view. First story is the doors. The second story is windows. And let's try to do this. Let's see. Okay, that is another person in pink. I like that they put all the people in there, but that is another person in pink. Oh, how many people in pink? Seems this is pink. Has anybody else seen Wicked? The one from Uncommon Goods, the Michael Storings, and 2 homemade from Friends. Oh! Yes, the homemade ones are so cool because you get to do a puzzle too before you exchange it, right? I have not done the Uncommon Good ones, and I did the Michael Storings one in previous years, and the art was impressive, but very difficult at the small scale. That's very cool that you got those too. Yeah, I like the quality of Michael Storings. I mean, it's also published by Galison, so it's probably similar quality to the one I'm doing right now. Let me know what you think of the Uncommon Goods one. I know they have a new one this year as well. Last year they have a window-based one, like what call it? And this year I saw they have a marketplace one. These up here are new bowls. This is my first year trying the Advent puzzles. I ordered a more economic one from Amazon, similar to the last one, and ordered the Reverie Story one this year. I've heard really good things about the Reverie ones. I've not done them. But I have ordered some my first Reverie puzzles. I will be doing this sometime soon. That's cool. I bet you are in for a real treat with that. The art is cute. I'm borrowing from a friend who did it last year. I agree. I think I lent that one to a family member. I always try to keep my puzzles, organized if I wanted to do them again next year. But with the rate at which companies are coming up with new designs, it's hard. You want to do the new ones because they all look so cool. So I just don't have the opportunity to go back and do previous year's puzzles. Of course, sharing with friends definitely helps. Then that's what we actually did 1 year for the New York Puzzle Company puzzle Advent calendar, because that one's like $200, but those come in individual boxes. So what we did was each person took a third of the boxes, and then we met up twice to exchange them. So we didn't do them in order, but we didn't have to spend $200 on an Advent calendar. And I actually still have it somewhere. I think did I pass it to my friend? But yeah, those are nice quality too. And this one is going to be super sturdy. Yeah, it's easy to pick up. Let's see. How pretty it is. So yeah, Galison's puzzles. Really nice quality. Cute little daily puzzle. Let's check the sheet. So here it is in the top right So I don't. It's not like it's an order. It's simply some random order. That's and now the last one for today is the Jigsaw Puzzle. The Wasgij. So Wasgij is not terribly popular in the US, but the description here says, "Don't puzzle what you see, puzzle what's happening below." Open here. And we have 24 little punched windows and a whole story here. Let's read it. 'Twas the night before Christmas when all through the house not a laptop was stirring, not even a mouse. Tired tots are waiting in bed, pretending to sleep, keeping an eye open as they try to count sheep. But lo and behold, here comes Santa instead, with his elves and his reindeer all pulling his sled. But whoa, prezzies and parcels escape from the sack, dropping below with a shoot on their back. It's chaos, a mix-up. Who knows who'll get what? Things that they wanted, things they did not. Through windows, down chimneys, out in the street, those gifts come tumbling and crash at their feet. As you count down to Christmas, open each hatch. Discover what happens when a puzzle is dispatched. 24 pictures you wouldn't expect, and no one to tell you what happens next. So that's the setup. And that's a randomly arranged 24 days. All right, let's get right into it. Here's number one. Oh, it comes in a nice little resealable bag. This one is very nice for sharing. I'll put that back and hold it. And the back has a texture printed on it, so probably again to make it easy to separate. Let's see, can you see that? Yeah, it's a little red teardrop shape. Okay. And if you didn't know, Wasgij is jigsaw spelled backwards, since the image on the box never matches the image in the puzzle. So that's a whole gimmick. It's a extra puzzle. Extra puzzly puzzle. So if you're a puzzler that needs the box image to work, this can be quite challenging. Let's start with the blue up in the corner here. There's some dark blue. I suppose if I get stuck, I can always check the texture on the back to make sure I'm doing it right. But the cut in this is good. It's varied enough that I can tell where pieces go. I can tell when the fit is right. And I can tell when the fit is wrong. There's no false fits. The bane of my puzzling life, false fits. I know some people don't care, but I think it really bugs me. So there's something right here. I'm not sure where everything goes. These look like donkey ears. Oh, it looks like a donkey mouth. I think that's right, there's a donkey here. Maybe more than one donkey. Let's see, let's put stuff together. Let's see. Some dark stuff. Why don't I do the edge? People always do the edge first. Keep forgetting it's like, let's grab it. Okay, there's a lantern here. There's two donkeys. Multiple ears. And this goes here. This goes here. Donkey legs. I still don't know what we're building yet. That's okay, we'll find out together. There's our brown stuff. Let's use some red. This is a saddle. Roosted? Roosted. Roosted is roosted. No, okay. So okay, we're definitely in a stable of some kind. finish up this edge. And so bucket and chicken. Some edge here. Bucket. I still don't know what is happening in here yet. It's there. Small edge piece right here is, and the rest is all donkey legs. Donkey legs. It's all brown, everything's brown. It's okay. All right, so let's see. So it looks like there's two donkeys. Oh, yeah. Can't do that. Two donkeys in the stable and a chicken. And what's in the corner? That's it says toasty hot water bottle. All right, so I see what's happening. The donkeys receive somebody's hot water bottle. That's not really a US thing. It's just a big rubber bottle, fill in hot water and it's warm, keep it put in bed. But they appear to be holding it between their butts because it's nice and warm. And, it's cold in the stable. So they have some goofy grins in their face. So a little risque, but that's just donkeys enjoying a hot water bottle, which clearly is not intended for them. A sweet little image. It came out of there's a little parachute. There's a chicken looking very concerned. The donkey's breath is all smoke to tell you how cold it actually is. There's even a mouse trying to get in action, and two pigeons in the back chilling, and a Christmas star. So for such a small picture, it's got a lot going on. And there's the Wasgij. So there you have it. 6 different puzzles today. 6 different jigsaws. How long did that take? A bit under about 50 minutes. So that was fun. I will be doing escape room puzzles after this if you're interested, but you don't have to stay for that. I don't know if Mary is interested in escape room puzzles, and those could take a long time or a short time. I have no idea. But if you're interested in finding out how those work too, stick around. But yes, a postcard from Piecerelax. Hot water bottle to the donkeys for Wasgij. Beautiful present from Gibsons. The street scene from Galison. Corner of purple sky from the China brand, and a nice cat from Meowy Catmas. Alright, let's move those up there, and we can transition to escape room puzzles. I've got a bunch of books, which may or may not be one of my experiments. This one is, I've actually had this a couple of years ago, but I never got a chance to put it together. They don't market itself as an advent calendar. It's called 24 Mysterious Letters from over the globe. And but this one, let's see. Oh, I'm so sorry. Knocked off my mic. Let's hang it for now. This is Exit the Game. This is the 4th year in a row that they've done an advent calendar. It's escape advent calendar. They're very creative. They use everything. Doing the cover, sometimes a barcode, sometimes they rip over the box. You never know what to expect with this brand. So I am quite excited to see what happens this year. Let's see. I guess we'll cut off the tabs. They're actually a German company, and they have a lot of German versions that are not in the US. So, but I'm so happy they do a US version, English version, so we can actually play. It's this lid, a lid, and inside there's books. This one is the storybook. The storybook tells there's a story for each day, and sometimes there's puzzle parts in it. And this one's the help book and game instructions. This gives you daily hints in case you get stuck. So basically everything's self-contained, self-guided. You never get stuck if you get stuck as a hint. And this is the decoder table. This is how you move from day to day, because you don't actually know which door is you're supposed to open. Well, day number 1 appears to be labeled, but there's a blank on each other door, so that I'll explain how it works, and then you have to fill it in as open. So let's assemble the decoder table first. You cut off these strips. The object of the puzzle each day is to get a 3-digit number, or at least 3 digits that correspond to the colors red, blue, and yellow. And then there's these 3 strips that you set to the right number. And then when you flip it over, it gives you a series of steps you can take from your current door to find the next door. And it also gives you a image sequence so they can confirm that you have the right door. It's a pretty clever system, and works so that it's very difficult to cheat and figure out ahead of time which door is what. I mean, there's no real point in cheating because you're doing these for the challenge, not to just open it. Okay, so you have these strips. I'll paste a little code here. So I'm going here. Alright, so the instructions is exactly what that. What's the game about? You are delivering pizzas to one of the most famous film studios in Hollywood. Filming should be in full swing here, but it seems that the star of the Christmas blockbuster has disappeared. Your only clue is a spooky track in the artificial snow. Do you have the courage to follow it? In order to find a missing star, you face one of 24 challenging riddles every day. The correct solution will tell you where to continue the next day. Game materials storybook here. The day's story is narrated day by day, help with instructions. You can get help here if you get stuck. Decoder table including 3 decoder strips. Secret additional material for the riddles hidden behind 24 doors of the advent calendar. Alright, do so. That's how you do the strips. So put them in and out. So let's do that one. And the blue one. And the yellow. Okay. So after you put them in, you can set them to 3 numbers. And then on the back you see arrows that tell you which direction to go in and a bunch of shapes. Okay, so one side. Alright. Let's start with the storybook. Oh, let me check the instructions to see if I haven't missed anything. And I've done this before, so I can probably skip over most of these. With these, you have the door, the match. Okay, so it's pretty much what we've done before. Okay. Introduction. So the story doesn't usually affect the game. Oh, that's a lot of story. Do you want me to read this? Alright. I will read this unless someone says skip ahead. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Pops up from the radio as you drive a pizza delivery car through the festively decorated streets of Los Angeles. Hey, that's where we are. Perfect. The traffic is worse than usual, and that's saying something. It seems as if the entire city is out on the roads. Maybe early Christmas shoppers? As you are driving at a snail's pace, you have time to take in the roadside scenery. 2 children press their noses flat against the window of a board game shop. The store, Santa rings his golden bell on a street corner. In shorts. Nothing unusual about that when it's 20 degrees Celsius in the shade. You've been living in California for a while now, but you're still not quite used to the climate. When you arrived in Los Angeles a few years ago, you were full of big dreams. Hollywood, world of stars, birthplace of enchanting illusions and timeless classics. Your future path was always clear to you, and, full of enthusiasm, you jumped straight in. tirelessly, you took part in one casting call after another, deeply convinced that one day someone would recognize your acting talent and give you the chance of a lifetime. You laughed bitterly. Well, that day is yet to happen, and casting directors don't seem to see your talents the way you do. Anyway, as the perfect role has so far eluded you, you keep your head above water, like so many others, by working odd jobs. The reason you are reminiscing so much about your acting dreams today has to do with your next delivery destination. You have to admit, when a pizza order came in, your heart did skip a beat. A delivery to the Warner Sister Studios of all places. How exciting! Everyone in Los Angeles knows the address of this legendary film studio. Best-selling international blockbusters are regularly produced here with all-star casts. That's not all. The extensive grounds also serve as a kind of film museum. It is the home to sets of all-time classic films, including lots of original props. We have visited the Warner Sisters Studios for casting calls once or twice. Even if nothing came of it at the time, you at least know the area a little, and are able to find the correct set pretty much right away. The entrance gate is half open and a large sign hangs in the door. Absolute silence, filming! Below it, someone has pinned a handwritten note. Please put pizza next to the director's chair. Money will be transferred. You realize you had a delusional hope of being able to speak to someone here, maybe to get an autograph or to see a few celebs. You enter the set and are surprised to find it deserted, or at least filming is not currently taking place. They must be on a break. You look around curiously. The scenery indicates a remake of a classic in the style of Charles Dickens' A Christmas Carol. The historic-looking street with a cozy old pub is fronted by a huge, festively decorated Christmas tree. Artificial snow is falling everywhere. Someone must have forgotten to turn off the machines. Even though you know this is just a set, you can't help but be filled with Christmas spirit. The set designers have done a really great job. However, the fact that the place is deserted seems strange to you. Even when it's a break, there should still be umpteen people scurrying around, checking camera angles and lights, getting props ready, giving final instructions to the cast. Shrugging, you place the pizza boxes as requested next to the director's chair. Suddenly, the gate closes behind you with a dull bang, and you hear the lock click shut. You look around, startled. You're definitely uneasy. Maybe you'd better get out of here. You're just about to leave when you hear a strange, tinny voice speak hesitantly over the loudspeakers. Hello? Can you hear me? Good. Okay, listen. You have to trust me. We have very little time. I have a huge favor to ask of you. Confused, you look around. Do they mean you? The voice sounds distorted, yet somehow familiar to you. Is it a famous actor or director? After all, this would be the obvious place to meet a star. You listen spellbound and try to remember when and where you've heard the voice before. So that's a huge problem, the person continues. We are in the middle of shooting a new Christmas blockbuster, but it looks like the main character is missing. They seem to have disappeared. Nobody knows what has happened to them. Maybe we should assume the worst. It's quite possible that a star has been kidnapped and is being held against their will somewhere. One thing is certain, though. The voice breaks off briefly, as if they can't believe what they're going to say next. You've got to help. Do you understand? Most likely the missing star is still somewhere on site. Search the film sets and bring them back in time, or the Christmas movie will be ruined at the very least. Completely dumbfounded, you sink into the director's chair. Oh yes, adds the voice. Rather annoyingly, you'll find the doors to the film sets are locked for security reasons. However, there are clues in each room to help you figure out the door codes. Good luck. You exhale audibly. Then the loudspeaker crackles one last time. Feel free to grab a pizza, you'll need it. On the house. Then the connection finally breaks off. You can hardly believe what you just heard, and believe even less that this is news was actually meant for you. There must be some mix-up. Perhaps you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time, and you should get out of here, hop in your pizza delivery car, and drive off. Then again, there is nobody here but you. So if there is actually a real problem, then the responsibility now lies with you. Maybe you should help. You ponder. Your pizza shift is over anyway. This is your last delivery for today. Think about what awaits you at home. A small, drab apartment and a boring evening on the couch. What's happening here, on the other hand, feels like an adventure. Obviously, the chance to look around different film sets is extremely tempting. Looking around the set again, you suddenly spot footprints in the artificial snow. Were those there before? The footprints look huge. Who or whatever passed through here must be very large. Your gaze follows the prints to the back wall of the Christmas backdrop. What on earth is that? There's an enormous hole in it. Something must have broken through there with considerable force. Did this creature maybe abduct the star? Gosh, then they really would be in great danger. Given the damage to the backdrop, you doubt the perpetrator would handle people very gently. You rise resolutely from the director's chair, quickly put one of the pizzas into your backpack and head toward the hole in the wall. You need to rescue the missing star. Of that you are in no doubt. Are you ready? Continue reading calendar sheet 1st December and begin the first riddle. Here we go. 1st December. With a feeling of slight unease, you climb through the hole in the studio wall. Hello? Is anyone there? You call out timidly, but the set seems deserted. Nobody answers. You can hardly see anything. The room is lit weakly by emergency lights, but you spot a shining flashlight on the floor. It seems someone has left it behind. You quickly pick it up. It could come in handy. You look around and see floor-to-ceiling shelves full of film rolls. Wow! If you're not mistaken, you're in the legendary Warner Sister Studios archives. If only you had a little more time. It would be amazing to browse here in peace. Of course, that is out of the question at the moment. By the glow of the flashlight, you discover several rolls of film lying around on the floor. Some rolls are stacked in teetering towers. Some seem to have been randomly pulled off the shelves and distributed around the room. Someone, or something, either stormed it through here in a hurry or was looking for something. You can't shake the feeling that the rolls of film lying around have some meaning, as if someone was desperately trying to leave a clue or some kind of trail. Was it the missing star? So it's now open door 1. Behind you will find 5 strange items film reels. And there's a film reel here that says A Christmas Carol 6 and has a little shooting star in it. So that's the first reel. Let's open door number 1. That's next door. Here. Okay, so we've got a bunch of little things. Inside there's a flashlight you talked about in film reels. I don't think it's actually clues menu. There seems to be a little Christmas tree taped on the wall. Alright, let's check out these things. So, actual film reels. So there's 5 of them in different sizes. I think they're pop up. So let's do that for now. Let's see this box. So we have 5 there, and the 6th one here. So let's arrange them in order and look at what we got. Yes, in escape rooms, somehow putting things in order is always one of the easy ways to solve things. That looks about right. So number 1 is exit the film. These are not, each one has a different number. This one says exit the film, number 1. Batman, number 4. Thor, number 5. Robin Hood, number 2. The Birds, number 8. And Christmas Carol, number 6. Alright, so each one has a little shape. This looks like a chunk. Let's take a look at the box. Sometimes there's a callback to things in the box, especially since this one has the exit logo on it. I really wouldn't like it this time. It was so difficult. I gotta warm up to it. It's the start of the month. So there's the exit logo. Exit the film. Well, the exit is on all sides of the box. And those actual film canvases are pictured on the box as well. Sometimes you have to do like a sort of different words. But it doesn't seem to be the case here. So that fits exactly. And my first instinct would have been to use the number and get that index from the title, but Thor is a 4-letter word and number is 5, so there's no 5th letter there to pick out. The Birds is a exit logo, a bat, a hammer, an arrow, a bird, and a star. Despite those images, these also sound like descriptions of things. Let's open this thing. I need to put this properly. So I'm looking at these. I don't see anything that immediately calls to mind those things. Inside here, there's also a bunch of security screws. There's a half-eaten chocolate Santa. There's a microphone, cardboard, postcard, Morse code. And with the angel, so what do we have? Bunch of things, many things. Too many things to go over this picture. Is a map here? Okay. So, in the interest of time, let's try taking a look at the very first hint. So, just so you get an idea of how it works too. So, flip to 1st December, you have solution, second clue, first clue, starting from the bottom. So, you fold up the bottom part, you get to the first clue, so it doesn't spoil the rest of the puzzle if you just want the first hint. So, first clue. In room 1, you found some eye-catching reels of film. Did you also see the note on the wall? I did mention that note. It was a Christmas tree on the wall. Alright, let's finish reading. It's coincidence. Oh, it shows a stack of film reels sorted by size. Oh, what I thought was a Christmas tree is actually a stack of film reels. Coincidence? Probably not. Try putting the rows of film on top of each other sorted by size. By the way, the largest rows of the calendar sheet, 1st December. That would tell me next time I need to wear glasses when I play this, so I can see the tiny little, just for your purposes, see the door is about this size. It's down there, and on the wall there's a tiny little piece of paper which is about half an inch tall. You can see that there's a stack of films. So let's see if I can pick these up. Come on. How is it? There. Let's set these up and see what we get. Interesting. So that's a part of getting used to this. Also learning that everything needs to be paid attention to. Alright, stacking this up is not showing me too much, especially if you put it all exactly on top of each other. What's that? Oh, okay. There is a very faint white outline at the edge that when you stack these up, it forms an image. What do you mean? Okay. This might be worth trying to get my camera closer so you can actually see. A second. What is this? Alright. Can you see the white right at the edge there? There's a little bit of a white line. So I don't know. I think there's 3 of them. Maybe just one. Alright, if we rotate it so it just fits just right. Oh, my glasses here. This one's challenging. Let's start with the first one. So there's a bit right there, and this one has 2 bits. This bit. And this over. Can the labels be of help? Not really. Let's try that. And shift it around a bit. So that one fits there. And then there's another bit on that one. So let's see. Here. So when you start that, there's a new one on the other side. Can you see? Here is a 3rd one starting. So I'm completing that picture and working on this picture on this side, and working another one. So this is very fidgety stuff. Alright, so I'm going to put the next one. Oh, look. This one is a raven. That one, it's a funky shape. I can't tell what it is. But it's very different. That one is definitely looking to be a shooting star. And okay, so this is what we ended up with. Oh, is that a jester? Maybe hard to see. That one's definitely a shooting star. We'll call it Oh my goodness, focus. Focus. There we go. And that one over there, it's a raven. Alright, now we have the 3 pictures. Oh wait, no, that's a Batman bat. Got it. So we want the bird, bat, and the shooting star. So if we open these back up, see, the shooting star was number 6. And the raven was the bird, which is number 8. And the bat is Batman. So these are 3 numbers. The question is, which order do they go in? Was it the order in which we started building them? Because that would be then the bat, the bird, and the star. Well, why don't we give that a try first? Let's see. Okay, so the bat was first. Yes. So that'll be 4 maybe. And unless it's some, let's try this. Then the next thing we found was the bird. So that was 8. And the last one we found was the star. So that was 6. This is 4, 8. 4 and 6. And if you turn that around, you get the codes north, east, east, and up. So let's try to see this. So from door number 1, northeast, east. Oh, that's not work. That's not going to go up and we're the other edge of it. So we got the right images. Now we need the ordering of these. Let's look inside this box to see if there's anything else we missed. So there's the little message on the wall that they showed. Code. And then the edge. Oh look, that would have been helpful to see. And you can see it. Yeah. But the rest of the tiny room looks empty. And there's a flashlight. So we have the 3 symbols. We have the 3 numbers. The question now is what order? We'll just put them in alphabetical order. A, B, D, T. Something like that, but it doesn't feel in line with what they've done before. But let's try it. You can always read the solution afterwards to see what was actually intended. So that would give us, let's shift it. Nope, we're getting too high. All right, we'll give it a good try. Let's check the next clue. All right, so the solution says stack the rolls of film, get the 3 images. What is the order? It shows the arrow pointing up on the order in which the film is in the stack. Just the film rules alone in size. That's a little obvious, right? It seems to say that I didn't try that. Alright, so the biggest one is 6, 8, and 4. It's December 1st. I needed some time to warm up. So the code we end up with is, let's see, I'm sorry for the camera movement, is this, which is down right, right to right. So from door number 1, down right, right, right. This has a star, Y, and 0. And if you go back to look at the code, it indeed shows, you can focus, star, Y, and 0. Oh, circle. So you know that this is door number 2. And if I had a pen nearby, I would write number 2 on this. And I'll just put the bones to make you look for it. And then we'll be all set for tomorrow. So that is the escape game calendar. And yeah, they're quite challenging sometimes, but I think they're really creative in the way they use their game components. So I'm going to put these back in door number 1s. Not that I will, so you can find them again if I need to. Sometimes they go back and use other components on later dates. And I'll need this table later. So I know we used the hints, but I didn't want to spend a long time sitting here silently staring at it. This is meant to be fun. Put that away for tomorrow. So let me try and get my camera back. What? I could just leave it so that we can show the other books more easily. I'm sorry for the movement. Okay. All right. This one is a book called Advent Calendar. It's very generic. It looks like maybe I need a phone. Story. What if you were Christmas's last hope? Dive into a thrilling interactive adventure that combines an escape game, an advent calendar, and quest to save Christmas. Every day in December, face a new captivating riddle. Scan QR codes with your smartphone to unlock exclusive content. With its clever puzzles, digital mini-games, and immersive story, this unique experience will challenge your mind and rekindle the Christmas spirit. Get ready for a frosty adventure where each page brings you closer to the ultimate mystery. Alright, will you dare to face the blizzard before Christmas? Yes, we dare. Alrighty. This book is by Dkrypt. Spelled Dkrypt, like that. Bought this off Amazon. It was from this year, so it's new. A bunch of privacy policy, asking for feedback. How does this book work? We know how this works. I think she'll be fine. Stuck in the ice, don't panic. Here's your game master. This is how we get hints. There's a QR code for that. Prologue. Alright, this should be shorter. Prologue. The polar darkness. The polar night stretched endlessly, infinite darkness enveloping the icy expanses. The wind howled like chorus. Alright, this stuff in the binding. It's howled like a chorus of the damned, mercilessly lashing the desolate plains of the North Pole. It was in this nightmarish landscape that fate had cast Santa Claus. His sleigh lay wrecked, a broken hull on an ocean of ice. The circumstances of the accident remain a mystery, as opaque as the surrounding darkness. One certainty loomed. Without swift intervention, Christmas would be swallowed forever by this frozen desert, taking with it the hope and wonder of millions of children around the world. The call of destiny. On December 1st at precisely 4:23 p.m., a cryptic message pierces the veil of the ordinary to reach you, the seasoned explorer. You are the only soul bold enough to brave the perils of the Great North and attempt the impossible rescue. The fate of Christmas, hanging by a thin thread, now rests in your hands. But beware, in these hostile lands where death lurks at every step, even the slightest mistake could prove fatal. Only your unwavering courage, sharp ingenuity, and steely determination will allow you to defy the raging elements and the malevolent forces lurking in the shadows waiting for the right moment to strike. The race against time. The countdown ticks away. Will you manage to pierce the heart of the frozen darkness in time to rescue Santa from the clutches of fate? Or will his fate and that of Christmas be forever sealed in the frozen abyss of the pole? The future teeters on the edge of the precipice, and you alone can shape it. May fortune smile upon you, fearless explorer, for in the icy expanses of the way, every breath could be your last. December 1. You step out into the icy night, your breath taken away by the Arctic air. The ink-black sky sparkles with 1,000 lights. Despite the biting cold that pierces your clothes and the stinging wind that whips your face, you know that these distant stars are the only hope for navigation in this hostile and deceptive landscape. The first task, locate the North Star, that celestial beacon that will guide your steps towards the North Pole. But beware, miscalculation can make the veer of course and lose you forever. Oh boy. No, this is this is a puzzle. So this is just graph. Sure. Number 1. Locate the Big Dipper constellation. Its 7 bright stars form a distinctive pattern in the sky. I think that's it, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If I'm not wrong, that would be the Big Dipper. Once identified, mentally draw a line connecting the 2 stars at the edge of the constellation. So I guess the line that goes through Mizar. Extend this line about 5 times the distance between these two stars. Do I need a ruler? Alright, so 5 times. So one, extend it 5 times. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe? At the end of this imaginary line, you should see the North Star. Is that one? Shining like a solitary diamond in the polar night. Will you be able to correctly identify the North Star? Your progress depends on this crucial step. Good luck, explorer. The night is long, and time is of the essence. How do I do that? I guess maybe I should scan this QR code and find out what this is. I mean, this is all new to me, so... QR code. Let's go to here. See what we got. The North Star Enigma. At midnight, it is the first step on the ship. The sky is clear and the stars shine immensely. You easily identify the Big Dipper and use the two stars about 10 to trace lines to the North Star. What is the scientific name of the North Star? Well, this requires... Oh, wait. Did I make a mistake? And maybe that's not the North Star because... I think the North Star is called Polaris. But I'm looking at this sheet and I do not see Polaris. Are we supposed to look at it on the internet? Now let's try Polaris. Polaris. That is not the correct answer. Try again. Alright, so I'm pretty certain that's a Big Dipper. Alright, should we go back and make sure I do that thing? So let's search for Big Dipper constellation. It's a major, so that is definitely right, and that's the pen. And if I'm drawing the line from here, it doesn't come with any name. So what is wrong? Did I get the mentally draw the 2 stars at the edge of the constellation? Which 2? These 2? Or the 2 under the pen? Now let's go back to the page that said use the 2 stars of the pen. That's a handle, that's the pen, right? So maybe it needs this too. So if I do that 5 times, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I don't know what I'm doing. Let's see. Let's stretch this up. That kind of looks like it hits Cepheus. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's try typing that in again. Let's try to Cepheus. I've never heard of this. This stars. Astronomy is not my strong suit. Cepheus is not the correct answer. Anybody have a suggestion? I'm going to cheat a little and look at what the North Star name is just to see what I'm doing. You know, I was right that it was Polaris. I guess we're talking about scientific names. And this is 5 times they just meant to count this as 1 of the times. And so that would be 4 times, which would leave Alpha Ursae Minoris. Okay, let's try that one. Alpha Ursae Minoris. Oh, correct. We found the correct name of this. So what I was using was this handle. I should have been using these 2 stars and then breaking them down. Yeah, I guess. And 5 times I should have done 4 times plus 1. So, and we found a direction to follow thanks to the stars instead of pointing towards the North Pole. Continue the adventure. And so I guess I'll keep this page open for tomorrow. And tomorrow I'll just have another part of the story and another part to do. So it's just a small daily escape puzzle. Here's the other book that I bought. It looks to be of a similar structure. Also escape room advent calendar, QR code. Let's see. This one's published by SOLV, SOLV, SOLV Games S. Story. I'm not going to read this whole thing. Looks like there's a super AI robot army to save the world from disaster. And a lot of tiny words. In my experience, this story doesn't actually determine the puzzle when the solving story. It doesn't affect the solving of the puzzle. The diary begins here, Tom. Step 1. Solve the riddle on the following page. Step 2. Scan this QR code and enter the correct number on the website. Step 3. Enter the key you'll be given here in the reply. It will be useful later. So let's take a look at the riddle anyway. So this is 2 pages. There's 2 clocks. I think this is supposed to be 2 famous clocks. This one's clearly going to be big, and the big one's about it. This is in London. This one, if you look at the time on this, and I suppose we have to calculate the time difference and get the correct time, and that will be the answer to the riddle. I don't recognize this clock tower. This Google Lens work on that. Let's see. Search the camera. Spasskaya Bashnia Tower in Moscow, Russia. That is amazing. So now to find the time difference between Russia and London. So Moscow time. Right now in Moscow is 12:30 a.m. London time is 9:30 p.m. So which means Moscow is 3 hours ahead of London, which means while this clock is showing 3, this should be showing 12. Alright. Let's scan this QR code and see where it takes us. And it goes to solvgames.com admin, day 1. What time is on the clock on the right? Oh, I guess I could have taken a look at that. Enter the answer in the form 00 p.m. 12 p.m. Confirm. Right answer. Cheers. Oh, and the code that I get is 3. So I guess I'll write that there later, because I don't have my pen with me. And that's day 1. Alright. Sorry, this camera goes jerky. I should put this down so you don't get motion sickness. Alright. Let's see. I'll open this to figure out whether this will be fun to try and do as an advent calendar, because I'm getting this suspicion that this wasn't actually intended as an advent calendar. But when something has 24 steps, it kind of seems that way. Let's see, full game duration 3 to 4 hours. So divide by 24, maybe 10 minutes puzzle. One riddle per day. 5 to 15 minutes. So yeah. Alright, so it's in the code box. Opens like a Jigsaw Puzzle box. And inside we have a letter and rules and a bunch of bundles. So and a map. So where do I start? Let's go to rules. You can decide for yourselves how you play Charlie's Journey. You play the game as an advent calendar, and then you should open one letter every day. Alright, begin with the folded note that Charlie sent by email. So that will be this one. It contains a clue to the first letter you should open. And let's look at the instructions. Okay. Alright, let's look at this one. When you read these lines, I will be far, far away. So read what I've written with great care. This is a letter from my apprentices who would have had their first day today. You need to dedicate yourselves to something secret. I can tell you only this much. It will forever change the world as you know it. I will send you several letters to my inventor's workshop in the next coming days and weeks. Another 24 to be exact. I've been traveling the whole wide world for the secret research project. I will also send you a big map so you can follow my journey. When you have solved the last puzzle, our life's work will be complete. I need to be sure that you're worthy to learn about my invention. Look at the many tasks as a test on the path to my final discovery. The fate of the world is in your hands. Good luck. You will need it. Yours, Charlie. Well, do you know which envelope to open next? Given that the word luck is in red and underlined, I think that's a clue. So let's check out and see if we can find an envelope that has something to do with luck. Oh, they are actually sealed. So this one's Israel. That one's the bears and heart. This one's Greek. This one's British. This one's got a unicorn on it and olives. This one's got, I'm sorry, I wasn't counted right. It's cheese. A whale. Egypt. Italy. Excuse me, I gotta sneeze. Okay. There's a rabbit in a picture hiking outdoors something. Oh, Sweden? Maybe? Zebra? Oh, leprechaun, 4-leaf portion. This is luck. Alright, let's leave the others for tomorrow. Alright, let's see what we got here. Thank you. Alright. So, luck. And the letter leave number 1. So we got the right one. Yeah. And lots of stuff on this. Alright, let's read it. What a wonderful aroma. Today I'm writing to you from a country far away, from India in fact. This is considered the land of spices. The markets here are just fabulous, and this whole country is a culinary dream for me as a gourmet and gourmand. Today I would like to cook the traditional Indian recipe, but 3 important ingredients are missing from the recipe. The Indians don't want to tell me which ones, as it is a national secret. But they have given me 3 hints as clues. As a true inventor, I was able to solve the puzzle. Can you come up with the answers too? The solution will tell you where my research journey will take me next. So there's a bunch of pictures. 3-digit numbers beside each one. I suspect that finding the right one will give us a picture to look for the next one. I've seen some of these pictures on envelopes. Arrows is super. Okay. There's number 1 in the corner. There's some cloves, turmeric, some bay leaf maybe, vanilla, chili pepper, and ginger. The only spice of these 3 that you can make into ice cream is vanilla. It doesn't go well with bitter foods. You need to search far in the alphabet. So that's like a V that's really far down. Alright, so if you look at these, there are lines connected to all of them. So maybe if I pick the vanilla, and then I follow the line that it goes, it will lead me to a number. Oh, that is 7. Ooh, it's hard to see. Go down this way, in and out. So I think that's number 1. And here's 1. 7. I'm looking for a mixture that looks like a powder. It can have various colors and can be quite hot. So it's probably this. It's probably curry. So if I follow the line that's connected to the picture of curry, goes in and out. Hope I follow the right line. And out this way, and here, down to 4. So 1, 4. When it's cold in the winter, the strong taste of the spice can add a dreamy touch to your festive cookies. I am going to go with cinnamon on that one. Okay, so we'll do those lines again. I'm going to blind this. Down, up, down, number 5. So that gives us 1, 4, 5. So we flip over. 1, 4, 5 is the mousse, and I think I'm pretty sure I saw that on the envelope that I declared was Sweden. Let's see if I can find it. I mean, it's the wrong direction, but it's the right animal. Shall we take a look? Let's see. I guess this is all right. Number 2 is number. And Number 2. So we got it. I guess I'll read that tomorrow. That's day 1. That was nice. I liked it. Short and sweet. Not too hard. But it did require some knowledge of spices. But this is be fun to do with family, I think. I will continue with this one, I think. Alright. I have one left. This one is a wild card. I bought this one in Germany. It's actually in German. Just because I was envious of all the different products they have for escape games in Germany. So I was like, I'm going to buy this one and see how far Google Translate can take me. It might not take me very far. My friend Yvonne bought a different one, and she said the first day she got a word play puzzle, which was pretty much impossible to solve in a different language. So, but I still want to try. So 24 Days Escape Sherlock Holmes, Der Escape That's my calendar. There's a lot here I cannot read, but I get the gist. But as I said, usually the puzzles don't require reading the story to understand. There's a bit of instructions here. After doing a few of these, can I get that again? I say start. And it's a folded up page. So I think we could open this somehow. Let's see. Do we look it up? Is that perforation? Maybe I should read it. So I try and do to Google Translate for the instructions. Right. Let's see. Translate. Type language to English. There's a poster at the back we need for the investment. First thing we do is remove the poster. And then let's get the poster. Okay, look, right there. It's glued in. So I can just gently remove it. There we go. And see it back. That's a map and a bunch of pictures around it. And that's pretty good. And it's got Morse code and a pyramid. Alright, let's put that aside. Now, Google Translate again for the next section. 24 perforated double pages. Okay, so really just open the pages. How do I open them? No, destroy the book. Open pages, you're looking either for a number or word. And then once you solve a puzzle, you can check your result using a template on the 2 control pages 103 and 104. Cut out the solution 2 and the 2 inner parts along the dotted lines on page 101 and 102. Yeah, set up here. 101, 102. Oh, I see. That's these pick things. You have to cut them out in the holes. Somehow it tells whether you got the right number. And I guess if you line up out on the page, you can use it to check the puzzle codes. And you can just look at it and accidentally see the answer. That makes sense. Alright, we'll do that in a while. Let's see. More instructions. German to English translate, please. Okay, it's just an example of how to use it. Let's solve it first and then start solving the puzzle on December 1st and complete a double page every day until Christmas. Keep a pair of scissors. Translate. Really so loud. I mean, it's a story that Sherlock Holmes, he's sitting in the fireplace. Let's start. I guess I'm going to I'll just cut it out of the book. That's already right. feel like I should have kept it in the book. December 1st. More story. Google Translate. Google Translate is very handy, especially when you're traveling in countries that are not speaking your language. So more story. What is the goal? Watson, how much space do we have left for empty boxes that we... Yeah, simple. That we can fill with briefcases. Is this the puzzle? Let's go out to see. Yeah? No, maybe I need to look at it. 1, 2, 3. So we're looking for a number here. That's what it signifies. Let's see the poster. Yeah, I don't immediately know how the structure of this game works, so I'm not entirely certain what is important to look at and what is not. So this poster, I want to load images. We started with a box stop, so that one there. It's, I guess, it was. It is already midday when Dr. James Watson manages to convince Sherlock Holmes to finally start with the plan. The two grab a feather dusters of cloths and go to the basement of 221 Baker Street. When you get to the basement, Sherlock Holmes is such a mess here. The basement consists of 4 separate rooms, in addition to a laundry room. A large basement room is used to store many books. These are specialist books that Sherlock has read and that no longer have room in the apartment. Sherlock and Watson go through the book room into another room. This room needs to be cleared up urgently to Sherlock, Watson notes. The room is crammed with all kinds of odds and ends and bursting at the seams. Watson decides to seize the opportunity and take the Christmas decorations upstairs later. After some hair-raising climbing, they finally reach the last room in the basement. Here next to some already filled boxes are piles of files waiting to be sorted. So Watson, how much space do we have left for empty boxes that we can fill with briefcases? Or files maybe? Asked Sherlock. Watson just looks at him helplessly. So I don't actually know where to look at him. Let's see the back. This one's the solving thing. These hoodies. Explains Hinweisstift is maybe this. This is challenging. Let's see. Hint 1. Look at the shape of the box mountain. Take a closer look at the shape of the box mountain. Oh boy, this is a shape of some kind, right? This is a language issue. I think when you're starting a new game, you always have to get used to the style of the puzzle before you really know what is relevant and what's not. Alright, hint number 2. How many boxes are missing to make the cube? That's it. Alright, so 1, 2, 3. Alright, 1, 2, 3, 4 for that way. And then the table is 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's number 13. I guess what I need to do now is to cut up the answer thing. So it wasn't quite clear that what you needed to do was figure out the boxes from the cube. But so I'm going to cut this part out. What's an easy way to cut those holes? So I guess put fold it. I'm doing so much. I don't think I'll be doing arts and crafts. Okay, now I got that. So, judging from now, based on this example, I can let you move the red one to the positive numbering. The blue one tells you the answer. Check on that. So, holding that position. We'll find start. Or one. Let's double check the translation of the instructions. Place the tip of the red circle on the control page on the corresponding number so that the red tip is aligned with the solution field. If the tip and the field below the tip of the blue circle is pointing in a different direction than your template, the solution is wrong. If the alignment of tips is correct both times, compare the small control number in the field with the blue tip, in this case 2, with the page number on which you determine your solution. If the small tip number differs from the page number of the circle present, the solution number is also wrong. Okay, so let's find the number, put in the big number, put in the red pipe. Check the number in the blue pipe and should be the page number. Then you can look at the actions on page 4, 5, and 4, 6. In this example, 5 for 1 to see what happens next. Alright, so I totally forgot what that solution was that we worked out now. It's, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 plus 8, 13. So I have to find something that says 13. There's a lot of numbers here. Let's see, 12. Oh, plus 13. So, and the little control number says 6. Yeah, let's show you. Sorry. So the red pipe says 13 there. And the little pipe says 6. And the puzzle page is indeed 6. So I have to go to action 2500. So I think that means we will write action 2500. Action Zalen 2500. Right here. So now I need to translate again. Super! Check the offer symbol on your poster and open the pages with the red folder. The offer symbol? I wonder what that means. Alright, on a poster. And open the pages with the red folder. I suppose I have to flip through the book and find the next one there. Oh, the red folder. So in the top here you can see this picture. And this is probably it, the red folder right here. So that will be number 2. And I guess we'll be confirming that, but that's where we will start tomorrow. Wow, that was definitely challenging, but so far doable. And I think that concludes all the calendars I had open. And so thank you for those of you who are still with me. I will mount that little camera in a closer place tomorrow so you can actually see the jigsaws closer. If there are any other questions, if not, leave comments on the video and when it gets published, and I'll answer them too. But thank you so much for hanging out with me today, opening all the advent calendars, and happy holidays to the start of the season. I guess we'll see a lot of each other for the next month. Well, 3 weeks to Christmas. Thank you, and happy puzzling. Oh, which one do I like best so far? Let's answer that question so far. Which escape do I... Well, to be honest, it's still the exit calendar, the one that I did first. I like the fact... I know they will use different artifacts, and there's a lot more variety just because it's a big box. So they are very creative in how to use the box. I know at some point I might probably have to tear into the box. A lot of searching, and the mechanic is very good because you can tell right away. You can check easily whether you've got the right door for the next day. And yeah, that's just my favorite. That's why this is my 4th year doing that brand. That's definitely my favorite. Although the books one are kind of neat, nice and compact, except I don't like that they need you to go online, because what if I wanted to bring that while I was traveling and do it on a plane, which I can't, even though it's a nice compact book. Although the Sherlock Holmes one does look like it will work, except that not being able to speak German, I will need Google Translate for that. So, yeah, good things about all of them. In fact, I think the one of the letters didn't need the internet, so that would be... I like self-contained puzzles, but I understand with the book it's sometimes easier to just have the answer checker on the website. But you like the first box and the letters look fun. Yeah, both of those are... You can get them on Amazon if you want to do, and every year the first exit one comes with a new one, and there's 3 others that are still around from previous years. The letters one, that one has been around a while. They do not come out with a different one every year. Or you can get them. You can watch me do them, or you can not watch if you don't want to spoil if you want to do them yourself. But that's cool. Yeah, the letters one also I like because it seems very family friendly so far. Like, a little bit educational. Yeah, the others have a lot of story reading. Generally, the story doesn't affect the puzzle solving very much, but it sets the tone. Maybe it gives you a slight hint what to do, but most of the time it's fairly obvious what to do. We'll probably try and escape next year. I encourage it. If you think these were interesting, try one next. There's a bunch of other brands available too. I'll add links to them in the description. They are also in the description of my previous advent calendar video. And yeah, I'm glad to see that you are going to try something new, and feel free to reach out in comments and if you have questions about any specific ones that I've done. Okay, well, so I think I'm probably going to end here. Thank you so much for watching.